Webheads, check out this face. You see this face? This is one angry face right now. Me and my wife woke up this morning, went to go make breakfast, and you know what? The refrigerator was busted. We lost all kinds of food. We had to throw it out. We've spent the entire day looking for a refrigerator. Still haven't found one. It kept me away from the comic book store. Well, now I'm finally at the comic book shop. I'm gonna see what's inside, and then I gotta go back to the world of refrigeration. So stay tuned. Let's see what I picked up, guys. Webheads, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 469, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you, the comic book fans out there, which comic books I get at Comic Central, which is my comic store, which provides the best service in the whole world and provides all those wonderful, great comic books. So if you guys are ever in the Central Florida area, in Sanford, go ahead and tell them that Mike Spider Slayer sent you. So guys, before we get into the black, mysterious black bag, I can't even talk. It was such a crazy day in my life yesterday, trying to find a refrigerator I never thought would be so hard in my entire life. But being that COVID happened and everything was shut down, and I guess production delays with refrigerators, like it was impossible to find a refrigerator. And me and my wife were out at Lowe's until 10 o'clock last night. And let me just tell you, we finally found a refrigerator. There was one left in the distribution center, a refrigerator that we halfway liked at least, because when you're going to spend $3,000 on one, you want something that's good, right? So we'll find out today if we definitely are getting that refrigerator, because again, there was only one left. So I never thought I would be on such a hunt for a refrigerator before, right? So enough of that refrigeration talk. Let's move on. The rant's over. Mysterious Black Bag is in full effect, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. And let me just tell you, this really kicks off the comic week in a wrong way, because I got a lot of reading to do. I don't know how I'm going to read all these books this week, being that I'm already a day behind. But here is the stack, everybody. Look at it. Yes. So let's get started. Let's see what I got. I didn't even check to see which books I got, if I got everything that I pulled. But let's see what happens. So the first one I wound up getting here, and this was a cheap little issue. This was Mark Spector, Moon Knight. This was issue 25. We're getting all that Moon Knight talk lately. And so I was like, it's a $5 book. Why not? It's in good shape, great shape, actually. Cool cover with Ghost Rider on it. So I was like, why not, right? So I checked that out. All right, next. First thing we wind up getting is Batman here. Batman issue 107. Pretty cool looking cover on here. I know this has a Ghostmaker story in it. Let's check out some of the artwork that's inside. Yeah, the artwork is awesome, man. I think it's Jorge Jimenez who does the artwork in there. And look at Harley, man. Looks so nice. Great facial expressions in here. Look at that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this book has to offer. I know it has like the Scarecrow story and stuff like that. So really cool looking book. All right. The next book I wound up getting here is the ENIAC issue 2, right? I think that's what we have here. Or is this like issue... I'm thinking this is issue 2. Yeah, this continues the actual story of what we read. I'm like, it looks similar. Maybe I saw this cover before, but yeah, this is issue 2. First issue was awesome. I finally got a chance to read it like 2 days ago, and I loved that first issue. The story is so good about this crazy computer that's like, it's like a judgment day situation, right? Where it's basically wants to, I guess, maybe destroy the world. So it's pretty interesting book. I love the artwork inside of it. So good, man. I can't wait to read this one. All right, so now we go on to more DC. This is Green Lantern. This is issue 1. We get to see Teen Lantern, standing up to a Guardian. How is she even worthy to stand up to a guardian? That's the story that I want to see there. And I want to see this succeed. Okay, I don't want this to be some cheesy book. I'm looking forward to it. This is something different from Grant Morrison's Hal Jordan Green Lantern series. The artwork actually looks good in this book. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for it, and I want to read it. All right. Next, we have the continuation of Suicide Squad. This is issue 2. So this is going to cross over to the Teen Titans Academy. Want to see the continuation of how this team evolves, how this team comes together. Right now, we're still doing the recruitment process in this issue. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So this one is Suicide Squad issue 2. All right. Next from Bad Idea. That's why I got confused, because I didn't even remember when ENIAC issue 2 came out. But this is Tankers issue 1. And this book looks awesome, man. I was like, wow, the cover on this is so cool. And this one's written by Robert Venditti. So I love his writing. I liked what he did on Green Lantern. So this could be a solid book. And when you look at the interior art in here, it's pretty badass. You got people driving around in mechs and destroying dinosaurs. Like, that's cool shit right there. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. My shop put me on the list to buy these, and they're just like, we figured you like this, Mike, so go ahead and we put you down for it. These are very limited, so I appreciate them for doing that, and the stories are actually really good. All right, next, so we go on to Image Comics. We have The Walking Dead Deluxe. The Walking Dead is always very solid. I love these covers that David Finch is doing for them. And here is some of the interiors in case you guys want to check it out in color. Story is always really good. We're dealing with the whole situation with them being on Herschel's farm at this particular point. And if you're new to reading The Walking Dead, this might be a little bit of a slower time for you, but things really start to amp up. And yeah, this is a great story. So this is issue 12 of the series. All right, next we have from Marvel Comics, we have Star Wars High Republic issue 4. I feel like this book was really hot spec book, obviously, but no one really talked about the story all that much. And I thought that the story is okay. It's a little confusing at the times because everyone's name sounds similar. There's like duplicate Jedis that are twins and you can't really tell them apart. And we are learning more about the master instead of the apprentice or the Padawan, excuse me. And I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of this book. I kind of am not as interested in it as I once was, but I want to like it. So hopefully the action starts to pick up. I get attached to it a little more and then continue to read it. All right. So next, when it comes to, I think, Image Comics here, we have that Silver Coin issue 1. This first issue is written by Chip Zdarsky. I'm really looking forward to this. What drew me to this was this dude playing this guitar, and it looks like his fingers are being ripped apart. And I'm a huge rock person. I loved, growing up, I loved Metallica and I love Led Zeppelin and I love the Doors. And when I saw these guys on there, I was just like, oh man, this is cool. This has to do with some kind of rock band. So I was like, I want to check this book out and see what it has to offer. And you can't deny that it's Chip Zdarsky that's writing this book. So it looks really cool, man. Exciting here. I can't wait to see what this story has to offer. So Silver Coin issue 1. All right. So let's see. We got more independent comics. We have 7 Secrets from Boom Studios. The return of Tom Taylor's independent work. This series is so good. I love it. And we finally got introduced to one of the briefcase's secrets on what happens. And that was kind of the cliffhanger off of the first story arc. Now we get introduced to the new story arc, and it looks like we get our heroes in a different world or dimension or whatnot. And that's what the briefcase did when they opened it up. It brought them to a completely different place. How do they get back home now? Who knows, right? And we realize now that 2 of the 7 cases have been opened up, and we have 5 cases that are left. Nice, bright, vibrant colors here by looking at the artwork. Really looking forward to this one. This is issue 7. All right. Next, more Image books. This is Savage Dragon. This is issue 258. Now, when it comes to Savage Dragon, this has been pretty heavy on the sexual type of side of things. Eric Larson is doing. Why he's doing that, I don't know. But I think now it might be taking a little bit of a turn for the lighter side, or not as pornographic, where we have to deal with one of Malcolm Dragon's children, which I think is kind of cool, and she's skipping school and stuff. The book's artwork, though, is good. When there's action, it reminds me of the old days of Eric Larson's Spider-Man. It's pretty neat, but here's some more of the interior artwork in here. So we'll see what this book has to offer for me this time. So this is issue 258. All right, next, another book from Image Comics. We have Nocturna. This is issue 2. Love the first issue. So well done about the sun that goes out and everything becomes dark. I think it's called the PM. This girl's name is Val, and her brother is infected with this disease, and she's going to try to find a cure for him, and she's trying to give these people a ride to, I guess, the other side of the city or whatnot, maybe to help figure out what's going on. Really nice looking artwork here, man. It's so well done. Tony S. Daniel does the artwork in this series, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this whole thing turns out. So this is Nocturna. This is issue 2. All right. So next, we move on to some Marvel stuff. We have The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 63, where we have the whole story now revolves around which is Tombstone's son and Robertson's son. They're in love. One's the Blue Beetle, and one's just not the Blue Beetle. One's just the Beetle, and one's just, Peter's roommate. And we'll see what happens with that. We're still seeing Peter wearing the new costume, I guess. How long is he going to wear this costume? Who knows? The book is a little bit lighter. I'm not a fan of Nick Spencer's run. Call me, a little hard on the series, but that's just me, man. That's why I'm like Spider Slayer, because I love Spider-Man so much and I critique it so much. It's just because I'm so passionate about the character. But artwork looks pretty good in here. So we'll see what this story has to offer for Spidey fans. All right, next, wound up getting a couple Avengers books here. So we wound up getting Avengers Mech Strike, which is actually a really cool series. And I actually like this Avengers book better than the main Avengers book. Really cool looking cover there, as you get to see Captain America's mech made out of vibranium. I think it's cool. And they're fighting these just like organic like monsters. And it's just fun. It's just a fun, action-packed comic. I love the way these characters interact with each other here, and you just can't take it too seriously. Just have a good time with it, right? So that's Avengers Mech Strike. It's a very limited series. So, yeah, cool stuff. Then when it comes to Avengers issue 44, the main series, I wound up getting the Peach Momoko, Jennifer Walters cover. I think this is a gorgeous looking cover. I love her artwork at times. It just really shines. I wanted that Echo variant, that connecting variant, but they didn't have it there by the time I got to the shop, since I got there so late yesterday. And, but here's some of the interior artwork inside, in case you guys care about this. This is obviously all leading up to the whole Heroes Reborn thing. Hopefully I'll have time to read this particular issue. I guess this gives you the outcome of who actually becomes the Phoenix, and we all know by now based off of that variant cover. So, yeah. All right, so moving forward, we have another independent book. This one is Casual Fling, issue 3 of 4. I think I'm the only one reading this. I don't know if anybody is reading this out loud. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if anyone's reading Casual Fling. It's like a novel, right? You got a woman who basically cheats on her husband for a one-night stand. This dude is a stalker. He's trying to ruin her life. This woman now has lost her husband, her kids. She's trying to recover. It's just stuff that you've seen before, but the way it's written, it feels fresh. It's entertaining, and you can't help feel for the woman that's dealing with this. And she feels that she's really sorry. It was just like a moment of weakness, and the guy is very angry. You actually get to see some of the scenes, like the husband is, wanted to watch the video because he's just like, I can't believe my wife would do this, and it angers him more. It's just crazy, man. So Casual Fling, issue 3 of 4. Really great book. I definitely suggest it, man, if you're looking for something different, right? Could be something for your wife that might want to read. All right. Next book we're talking about is, looks like we got Firepower here. This is issue 10. Love Firepower. Robert Kirkman is so awesome when he comes to writing this series. I feel like this is better than Oblivion Song. I've attached to every single issue. When I read Oblivion Song, I don't know, it felt repetitive. I'm not saying it was a bad series, but for me, the characters are much more relatable in this series. There's a family dynamic in this book, and there's a lot of cool things going on in this book. Owen Johnson looks like that he might be actually, reunited with his former love interest from back in the days when he was in the mountains, and his wife does know about this woman, but supposedly she's dead, and she's really alive now, but Owen Johnson doesn't know that. Only the reader knows that. This is a good book, man, and again, what I love about it is the family dynamic, and even though it's something that would never happen in this world, the realistic family part is what you can relate to and makes you really enjoy those characters. And that's what Robert Kirkman does so well in some of his books. That's why you liked The Walking Dead so much. That's why you liked Invincible so much, because you got attached to those characters, and he's doing it again here. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Jeff Johns' new book that has come out. This is Geiger. This is issue 1. I know there's a lot of talk going around right now with Jeff Johns, but I just can't deny that he is a good writer. And so I am looking forward to reading this series. This has been in the works for a very long time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this book has to offer. Who's this Geiger character? Like, what does he do? Is he a hero, anti-hero, villain? Like, who knows, man? But looking forward to Geiger. That's issue 1. All right. A lot of books this week. Venom, excuse me, issue 34. Nice looking cover, kind of a tribute to like Spider-Man issue 50. Walking Away. Could this be the final time? I'm not going to spoil myself when it comes to looking at the artwork in this book, because these are going to be like the first 2 issues I read. Really looking forward to the conclusion of King in Black. It looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait, I think, until June to get Venom issue 200. It's been delayed again, but looking forward to the conclusion of that and this, which again is King in Black. Man, oh man, I can't wait. I'm sad to see it be over, at least when it comes to the main series and the King in Black Venom series. All the other tie-ins, not so much. They really became lackluster towards the end there, and being that the series was delayed, it spread it out way too long, right? All right, next, I wound up getting the Immortal Hulk issue 45, solid series. We're getting really close to the end, and I feel like stuff has got to happen very soon in this book to ramp it up, and then to get a conclusion to where you're like, okay, now this was a great run, right? That's what I want to see here. The artwork is always so horrific, gruesome, scary, just insane, man. And I just can't wait and see how this thing ends. But what I'm very scared of is, how is the Hulk going to go forward from after all this, right? So there's just like runs that go on for a very long time that you enjoyed, and you kind of can't see the Hulk any different from the way that he is now, and then going back to just the Hulk smash, I'm going to team up with the Avengers. Like, this was a much more in-depth story. Before, the Hulk was always he was just there, right? All right. Next, I wound up getting, let's see, a couple other books here. King in Black, issue 5 variant. You gotta love this Scotty Young one. It says, Donnie, I thought you said long arms. Strong, Ryan. I said strong arms. So that's funny. Love the little dialogue on there. I love when Scotty Young does his variant covers. They're very funny. All right. And then some from Boom Studios. I wound up getting the Magic. I've never played Magic in my life. I've seen the cards. And I'm just sitting there going, well, maybe the comic will be different. Maybe I can get into it. This might be something that might interest me in the future. And of course, Boom Studios does it. And anything that Boom Studios has done recently has been kind of gold, and the storytelling has always been really good. So this is going to go two ways. I'm going to really like this and get attached to this world, or I'm going to really hate it and feel completely lost and can't retain anything that I read because it's just so new and so out there. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the Magic. All right. Next, we wound up getting another tie-in for King in Black, but this one has Cloak and Dagger in it. It's Planet of the Symbiotes issue 3. I don't know what to expect with this one with Cloak and Dagger in there. I don't know if there's going to be new character in here or whatnot, but yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Again, it was just part of the collection for me when it comes to the King in Black. I've collected almost everything when it comes to the entire run. Seems like it has nice artwork in there. We'll see if I even read it. And then last but not least, I wound up getting Marauders, issue 19, a very uneventful book right now. But I think this is the series that leads into the X-Men Gala, the X-Men Dinner Party, the reveal of the new X-Men team. And so I've been reading Marauders from the very beginning. It's been very hot and cold. I love the interior artwork. I love Kitty Pryde, but it's been such an uneventful series, very boring. They've been trapped in Madripoor or something like that. I just totally forgot even what's going on. So we'll see what happens there. And there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week, a huge haul. But I want to know in the comments below, guys, for you to enter in the Road to 10K X-Men giveaway and win all these wonderful prizes, or potentially winning these wonderful X prizes. Go ahead and comment below on what has been your favorite book that you read so far this week, or just put down what you picked up this week and you'll be entered, along with a subscribe, a like, and hitting the bell and all that great stuff. Guys, thank you so much as always for supporting this channel. Thank you for letting me rant about my refrigerator. I'll leave you more content right here to check out. And until next time, enjoy your books, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.